You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. A notice demanding Hardeep Singh Nijjar appear in court is still stuck on his house in Punjab, where the Sikh campaigners' village neighbours believe Canada's accusation that India was responsible for his killing. Campaigning for the creation of an independent Sikh homeland called Khalistan, Nijjar was wanted by Indian authorities for alleged terrorism and conspiracy to commit murder, and was shot dead by two masked assailants near Vancouver in June. Whilst New Delhi has vehemently denied being behind the murder, in Bharsingpura, Nijjar's sleepy but prosperous farming village in the Sikh-majority northern state of Punjab, Ottawa's charges find a receptive audience.
What Justin Trudeau has said, we have a reason to believe that he must be having evidence in his hands. His hands must be full with the evidence, because they have conducted the probe by their investigating agencies, and by no means it is possible that a prime minister of a mature democratic country will stand before their parliamentarians and say these words, pointing fingers towards the government of India, linking them with the murder of a Canadian citizen.
Hardeep Singh, Nijjar's uncle, blamed agents of India's Foreign Intelligence Service, the Research and Analysis Wing, RAW, for his nephew's killing.
मैं महसूस करता हूँ कि इंडियन गवर्नमेंट की जो राज एजेंसी है इसके थ्रू हरदीप सिंह निज्जर का कत्ल हुआ। ऐसा इसलिए महसूस होता है कि उन्हीं दिनों में दो बंदे पाकिस्तान च मर्डर हुए, एक इंग्लैंड च अवतार सिंह खंडा का कत्ल होया, ये उन्हीं दिनों में कनेडा जगह हरदीप और एक और साथी उसी गुरुद्वारे में कत्ल हुआ।
Sikhism traces its roots back to the 15th century in northern India and enjoyed a golden age in the 19th century under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who ruled over the Sikh Empire across the Punjab region stretching from Afghanistan into present-day India. After its loss to the British Empire and the subcontinent's partition in 1947, Sikhs have long fought to re-establish their own homeland, and the pro-Khalistan movement has grown again in strength in recent years after India's current regime has increasingly marginalised religious minorities like Sikhs and Muslims in Hindu-dominated India. A recent tactic now commonly used has been to label high-profile Khalistani campaigners as terrorists, of which Nijjar was one, thus allowing the Indian authorities greater legal scope to silence them. Canada's accusation last week appears to now imply India is resorting back to a tactic it often used against Sikhs in the 1980s and 1990s, that of extrajudicial killings, but this time on overseas territories. Dal Khalsa, a pro-Khalistan group based in the Sikh holy city of Amritsar, clearly believe Nijjar was not the first one to be murdered extrajudicially.
When Paramjit Singh Panjwad was murdered in Lahore in May this year, and after that when Hardeep Singh Nijjar was murdered in Canada this year, it was a foregone conclusion that Indian states' third agency is behind these killings.
Dal Khalsa organised Nijjar's last rites at the Golden Temple, where he was accorded the status of a Sikh martyr, and his family members were honoured.
From our perspective, from our viewpoint, India was the prime suspect, and we suspected the involvement of RAW. So we went there to protest and to convey our anger and concerns to the Indian state that this will not be acceptable, this won't be allowed in future. Yes, we apprehend that this practice will continue. After the abrogation of Article 370, India's security establishment, especially their advisors and the agencies, they are emboldened. Now they are on the spray of crushing and suppressing all the nationalities that are struggling for their right to self-determination.
In one of his alleged charges, Nijjar was accused of masterminding an attack on Kamaldeep Sharma, a Hindu priest in Bharsingpura who was shot 3 times by masked assailants in his temple in 2021. He survived, but does not believe Nijjar, who moved to Canada in the 1990s, was responsible. Sharma has publicly stated his belief in Nijjar's innocence and confirmed that Nijjar's family had both helped him and even paid for his treatment. You've been watching Satluj TV News, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below, or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.